welcome! I randomly ended up coming on a short trip to Florence due to a series of events, and I'm very happy to be here because I haven't taken many days off in the last few months, and this was very improvised, but I'm super happy to be here and I have some time in my hands for myself, and I'm looking forward to exploring the area, just finding cafes where I can sit down and write or read. I tend to forget in my daily life that my favorite things in the world are reading and writing, and so whenever I go on vacation I always am reminded that I really enjoy doing those things and just setting aside a few hours to do nothing but that. And because I've already been here a couple of times, I don't have this need to see all of the touristy things because I've already seen them before, and I would like to just chill and just stroll around and explore and walk around with my tablet and see where I can sit down to write for a little while. Right now I'm actually starving and I went out for a few groceries and I'm just gonna make a little bit of a second breakfast like a good hobbit, and maybe later I will head out and find some cafe, but for now I'm actually pretty happy to stay here as well because this apartment that we've rented is very cozy and I'm feeling quite comfortable here, so I'm also happy to just stay here and write or read or do whatever because I'm on holiday and that hasn't happened in a while, and I'm quite happy that I got to do this just like a weekend getaway. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to make some tea because I've clearly had a bit too much coffee already, and I'm gonna put together some focaccia that I bought with salami because I'm in Italy. I have to eat those things. And then maybe I'll write a bit. We'll see. I would like to write, but if I don't feel like it, I won't write. I can do whatever I want. I'm so excited for that. Oh, I'm so excited I kicked the table and the camera is shaking now. Right, all good. Let's make tea. I'm back from my exploring around town, and I've bought a few things, a few stationery items, because I'm addicted to stationery things. And actually for the last few months I've been trying to, or years maybe, I've been trying to control myself and not spend too much money on notebooks that I don't need or pens that I don't need. But because I've been behaving so well lately, I've decided that today, because I'm traveling and because, yes, it was allowed to buy a couple of things, so I bought a few presents that I will save for Christmas. And then I also got these two little things. This one, I was very excited about it, but now I'm realizing that it's probably a little bit damaged. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this. It's this notebook. It's, oh my goodness, can you focus? It's tiny and it's shiny. It has all these little wrinkles here that I'm not sure are supposed to be there. And I think it's some kind of like magic thingy. I don't care about that. I just like the size and I thought it looked pretty cool. And it's one of those that has just like a tiny, it's lined. The idea behind this, even though I have a trillion notebooks and I should use all of those first, is that I've been seeing around on YouTube a lot of people using like a tiny sketching notebook, sketch notebook, sketch pad, I don't know how you call them, like a sketching notebook. And I've already seen a bunch of people that just like open it every day and draw a sketch in the one page. And I thought that was very cool, and I tried to copy that. The thing is, even though I really like painting and drawing, I don't really have any training or anything in those areas. So I found myself every day just looking at the page thinking, what do I draw? And then I would draw whatever, and then I wouldn't be happy with the result, and then I would drop it. And I know that's not the way to go, but I thought maybe a little twist on this idea is to do the same thing, but with a really, really short story, with a micro story. And I think maybe it will help me get out of this like writing writer's block, writing slump. I'm just not writing. And this is it's so tiny. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 lines on each page, and I'm sure you can see it's absolutely tiny. So I thought that maybe just writing a micro story every day as a challenge would be cool and interesting, and maybe it would motivate me to keep writing. And actually just tried doing it for the first time, and I did find that it was too short and I wanted more space, but for now I decided to stop there. And the other things that I bought were this tiny 2026 diary called Cats Rule the World, and I just can't. Can you focus please? It's too cute. There's all the different kinds of breeds, and I love them. They're so cute. This is supposed to be like a pocket diary, and I'm not sure I'm gonna always use. I'm not sure I'm always gonna carry it around, because I don't like carrying around too much stuff. I do though. I always carry too much stuff with me, but it's so small that it could fit anywhere. It was just too cute not to get it, and because it's so small, it was also cheap, and that convinced me. And the last thing is this. Everything's very like cutesy and like kawaii, except for this. This is kind of like more dark. But look at this pen. It has a tiny. Look at this guy, Braveheart, because he's a lion. He's so cute, and it's just a pen. It has black ink, and I just couldn't leave him because he's too cute. So I'm just gonna drink my coffee and try and write a bit more, because I haven't been writing so much in this supposedly writing trip, because I've been strolling around doing a bit of sightseeing and buying stationery. And that's okay, that's all good. I just came back from walking around the city for a little bit, and in the morning it was so cold that I actually came back to the house because I just didn't want to be out in the street. And then later when I went out again, it was so hot that I was annoyed at all of the layers of wintry clothing that I was wearing. So it was a bit of a challenge today to walk around, which is what I liked doing the most when I'm in a foreign city. If I could, I would just walk around, go to cafes, walk a bit more, go to another cafe. I don't feel the need to go sightseeing or anything like that. I just like walking around and exploring and discovering random places. What I wanted to do today was go to a library and try and sit down and write there for a little bit. But what I found out, or what I was able to find out with a very shallow research on Google really, is that some of them are closed today, some of them are closed to the public, and they're only available for the citizens of Florence, which is pretty cool actually if you think about it. They're just not like tourist attractions. Another couple libraries that I saw seem to be a little bit more outside the city. I don't know if it's outside, but it's kind of far from the center, and I just couldn't really get there. Because they're in like university areas. I assume they're the uni libraries. And others, yeah, they're just kind of like museums, and you can visit them, you can see them and take pictures, but you can't really sit down and do your work there. So what I did in the end was go to this very cute bookshop that is also a cafe. I don't know if it's more of a cafe or more of a bookshop. I thought it was a bookshop with a cafe area, but it seems to be more of a cafe with some books placed everywhere. It was very cool. It was like the definition of a cool place, and definitely worth visiting if you're into books and cafe. What a stupid thing to say. I think I only ended up writing a couple of pages on my notebook, and I think that's totally okay. I think if you're feeling 2 pages, write 2 pages, because it's more than nothing. And there's always going to be days where you feel super inspired and you write forever, and suddenly you have 20 million thousand words that you wrote in the one day. And I'm not in favor of forcing the writing when it's not working. I think you should always try and break the starting barrier, but I think if you're not feeling it, just don't do it. Or if you have to go, just go. So I would say that went pretty alright. I'm hoping to do a bit more exploring and a bit more writing tomorrow. I think I've been using a lot of my time here trying to find the perfect place to write and not as much time writing, which is fine because I'm on holiday really, and I'm happy to be exploring and discovering places. But I think I've just been doing so much research and not actual going to the places and sitting down and enjoying the places. So tomorrow I think I'm just going to decide to go to a place, I think a cafe or whatever, and then I'm just going to sit down and try and write as much as I can and as much as I feel like, and then I'm going to eat some pasta or pizza or something.